This is a certified hood classic, Trapaholics Mixtapes.
Go ahead and find your seats. Let's get comfortable, okay? Today, we have the official MLB Aura tier list, okay? Now, you're looking at these categories, right? I know you are. And you're saying to yourself, man, these are oddly specific, okay? Don't misunderstand me. This isn't a joke, all right? I have dedicated a lot of time to coming up with the perfect categories, okay? They couldn't be more perfect. These describe every single player in the MLB. All right, now we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get right into it. But let's go over some of these real quick in case you're a little confused. Aura maxing, shouldn't have to explain that one. Matter of fact, where's my boy? We can go ahead and throw Lindor in there right now. Let's not even waste any time with that. Okay. Let's not waste any time at all. All right, avoid eye contact. It's pretty self-explanatory. These are the scary guys. Very scary. Dominican. Okay, am I a racist? Not for me to decide, but I'm going to say no. Okay. If it makes you feel any better, I can say I'm Dominican too. This is where they're not trying to, let's say, intimidate you as much as just get their own stuff off. You know, these guys got hella swag. You know, their Instagrams, they got the fits. And at the same time, when they do well against you, they're going to let you know about it. All right, you're probably going to be a little embarrassed. You're probably not going to want to bring your girl to the game when you're facing this tier, okay? Crash out. These are the crash outs, all right? Clint Eastwood. All right, you might have questions about that one. Clint Eastwood is more of a silent, strong type, you know, more of a like a hidden danger, like they're not trying to impose themselves upon you, but you understand, you know, underneath that, what did Clint Eastwood wear in those movies? Underneath that poncho, you know, it might be some heat up under there, okay? Unk tier. You know, these are the guys where it's like, I grew up watching you, bro. You're obviously an all-time legend. I need that jersey swap after the game, okay? That's Unk. I mean, he cool, right? And wedgie tier, I'll pull your jaws up over your head, okay? You do not intimidate me at all. I'm going meatball down the middle. Doesn't matter, okay? So we've already got started. We've already kicked it off with the guy Lindor or maxing. Let's do Bo Bichette, okay? Bo Bichette, I'm feeling the Dominican tier. He's got the hair. He's got the swag. You know, my girl's definitely at home for this game. Okay. Next up, let's go Christian Yelich. Now he is bordering on Unk territory. Has he done enough? Not quite sure. But I mean, he cool. You know, I don't have any problems with Christian Yelich, and I don't fear him either. So he cool. Okay. Jake the Snake. We're gonna avoid eye contact. You know, I was thinking Clint Eastwood for this one, but I'm going to show respect to the skill. Next up, we're going to go Bellinger, belly. I'm also feeling Dominican tier. For Belly. Like, he's just got that thing, you know what I mean? Like, pause, but like, let's go to the next one. All right, Nolan Arenado, let's go Clint Eastwood. You know, he's not going to do too much talking, but he's got like that swagger about him, the way he walks, the way he does all the, you know what I'm saying? Jazz Chisholm. Now, it would be easy to say Dominican tier for Jazz, right? But I'm going to go crash out. I think Jazz has a few crash outs left in him. I don't think we've seen the crashiest of Jazz, if you will. And he's a player that, if I was his competitor, I would feel that if I could get under his skin, that his emotions would, you know, dictate how he plays. Adley Rutschman, I'm feeling Unk tier for Adley. Has he earned it? I mean, no, but he's just got that thing about him. We're going to go Unk tier for Adley. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and throw Mookie in there. You know, we all love Mookie. I almost created a Zesty tier just for him. You know, he almost got the Zesty tier, but I couldn't find enough other players to get him in there. Now, as you see, as I said in the beginning of this video This is official. This is perfect. Y'all see what's happening right here. Okay. Alec Bohm, I'll pull your fucking drawers over your head, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me at all. Okay. Bobby Witt, I'm also feeling Dominican tier for Bobby Witt. That feels right. He's got, matter of fact, he's going to go over belly. Well, I guess we'll do it this way. He's going to go over belly right behind Bo. I mean, he's obviously way better than Bo Bichette, but, you know, it is what it is. Pete, don't make me do it, Pete. No, Pete. I love Pete Alonso, bro. You don't fit the criteria for any of this other stuff. I mean, cool. Yeah, no, he cool. But he's not though. But Pete, you're just such a goofy, bro. God. We're gonna leave him, and I mean, he cool just out of respect. You know, that's my guy. I can't do him like that, man. Ronald Acuna Jr., we're aura maxing. It is what it is. Do I like him? No, but it is what it is. He's aura maxing. Jose Altuve, let's go. We're gonna go Unk tier. You know, we had the cheating allegations. I'm not entirely convinced that, you know, he played that much of a part or benefited from it in any way. He seems to have not benefited from it in the way that some of his teammates did, you know, a la Carlos Correa. I'm not just going to start name dropping people from the Astros, but I think he's Unk. I think he still has our respect, and I think I'll still do the jersey swap. All right. Randy Arozarena, let's not be confused. This is regular season Randy Arozarena. We're going to go crash out. I'm going to go crash out. We love Randy, but I mean, his emotions just kind of dictate everything he's got going on. Blake Snell, I'm going to avoid eye contact with him. Okay. He kind of act like he could fight, you know? So I'm just gonna, you know, and with his stuff, you know, I'm not making eye contact with dudes with 250 stuff plus ratings. It's just not happening. Rafi, classic Dominican. That's a layup. I'm going to put Belly below him. We're also ranking inside the tiers, by the way. So, you know. Freddie, that's Unk. We love Freddie. Freddie's my favorite player. I mean, Jose Reyes is my favorite player. David Wright is my favorite player. Francisco Lindor is my favorite player. But Freddie's my favorite. Hey, Jeff McNeil's my favorite player. But Freddie's my favorite player. You know? All right, we're going to go Clint Eastwood for Jose Ramirez. You know, shows up to work, doesn't talk too much, isn't trying to be the hardest dude in the locker room, not super flashy, but we've seen what happens. We've seen what happens when you try his hand. You don't want to mess with. Matter of fact, he goes to the top of Clint Eastwood. He is the standard for Clint Eastwood. Okay, see, y'all thought I was racist. Look how this is shaping up. See, I told y'all this is perfect. Okay. Gunner, I mean, hell of a player, but I mean, he cool. He's not quite Clint Eastwood. You know, maybe he grows the beard out. Give me a couple more years. We'll talk about Clint Eastwood. Garrett Cole, I'm avoiding eye contact at all costs. I would say aura maxing, but he's such... I mean, if you've heard him talk, you understand he's not aura maxing. If he just never talked in his career and you only saw his presence on the mound, he would be right up here with these boys right here, okay? Bryce Harper. Now, Bryce Harper has had an interesting career, okay? Because this is a man that we saw start off as a crash out, graduate to Dominican, moves to Clint Eastwood, and now we're aura maxing. He's got his fits together. You know, the way that he engages, I guess I would say, like, with the other team, or like when things get a little testy, the way that he engages with people now is just, it's got a completely different vibe to it. He's aura maxing for sure. Okay. Corbin Carroll, come here, boy. You're getting a wedgie. We're stuffing, we stuffing, man, let me chill. We're stuffing Corbin Carroll in the locker. Now, let me just say this first of all. These are professional athletes, okay? I'm not speaking from the perspective of, oh, guy making a Mets vlog in his house wants to beat up, or, you know what I'm saying? It's more of like a, how does your competition, how do I perceive, no, let me chill out. How do I think your competition perceives you? Okay? We're going to go with one of my favorite crash outs next. That would be Jeff McNeil. Classic crash out. Matter of fact, we're going to the top with that one. Okay. And I know you're saying, dude, it's a lot of Mets on here. So fucking what? Okay. Jarren Duran. Great year. We're going to go Dominican for Jarren Duran. We're actually going to go above Belly on that one. You know, he's got it. He's got the swag, you know, power hitter. A little slept on. You know, we like Jarren Duran. Rhys Hoskins, I will pull his draws over his head, pull them back underneath, pull him back underneath his pelvis, pull it back over his head again, and then roll him down the street like a bowling ball. Get out of here. Matter of fact, you're straight to the top. You define wedgie tier. You lucky Alec don't want to move, okay? Let's knock out a few layups. We got Shohei. He's aura maxing. I mean, I got to put him over Lindor. You know, I thought Shohei for the Dominican tier at first, but because of what he does to baseballs, it doesn't matter how he acts. Like, he could be the goofiest man on the planet. Shohei's aura maxing, okay? Manny Machado. This is another interesting career arc, okay? Because Manny Machado, we started off as a certified crash out. All right. And then, you know, we move on, we become Dominican, but then now with like, he's kind of like a leader guy now, but he'll still fight for his guys. You know, I'm going to avoid eye contact. You know, he would be aura maxing if he had everyone's, I don't want to say everyone's respect, because that's, yeah, avoid eye contact. That's how I feel about him. Jackson Holiday, I'm hanging him from a fucking light pole by his draws. It is what it is. Go hit something. Paul Skeens, I'm already avoiding eye contact. Matter of fact, at a rate next to DeGrom's, if I might say. Okay, now this is interesting that these pitchers are clustering up in the avoid eye contact tier. Okay, I'm paying attention to the trends. You know, we'll look back at this at the end of it, and even though I already told you it's perfect. All right. Matt Olson. I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, you know, if Pound Cake wasn't your walk-up song last year by Drake, you might have a claim for the Clint Eastwood tier. But I don't know, bro. Something about him is a little goofy. He cool. Spencer Strider, I wanted so bad to throw him right at the top of this wedgie tier. We'll see in October. Okay. We'll see in October. He cool. He would love to be in Clint Eastwood tier. I know he would love to be, but Spencer Strider, you cool for now. And the only reason you're not in wedgie tier is because of your thigh. Yo, that's crazy. Hold on. This is why I can't be one taking these, because that's crazy. I mean, the dude's got big thighs. I can't give him a wedgie. He'll just clench up, and that wedgie ain't going nowhere. Okay, Aaron Judge, we aura maxing. Ain't no point in wasting time on that one. Juan Soto, we're aura maxing. Let's just get a couple layups out the way. I'm not trying to hold y'all here all day. Juan Soto, we aura maxing for sure. Corey Seager, I'm feeling Clint Eastwood tier. A strong Clint Eastwood for Corey Seager. Doesn't do too much. Shows up to the ballpark. Does his job. Who is? Oh yeah, this is Jose Altuve too. We're just gonna have two Jose Altuves. I think I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use for him. Okay, Anthony Volpe. Them draws going up over your head. Now, do you see the balance? Do y'all see the balance? Never mind. Let me stop patting myself on the back and just get this over with. Yordan Alvarez. I mean, I'm personally terrified of him, but he can't dress, so. Now, this one's important. WBC Randy Arozarena. Now, let's not get this confused with Randy Arozarena up here. This is an entirely different player. Okay. We're Aura Maxing, obviously. WBC Arozarena, obviously, is an Aura Max. Trey Turner. I'm thinking Clint Eastwood. I mean, something about him is a little wedgy-ish, but he's kind of got that thing about him. Like, I could have gone Dominican for Trey Turner to keep it a bean, but it's just something about his build or his face. It's just not quite. You're not ready for the Dominican tier yet. Where there's still some work to do. Okay. Ellie, we're Aura Max. It's a lot of people Aura Maxing up here. So Ellie's going to be Dominican today. Just today. Fernando, I mean, he kind of defines modern MLB Aura. So you could be mad if you want. Fernando Tatis is Aura Maxing. Okay. Mark Vientos. I'm feeling Clint Eastwood for him. I only put him on the tier list. I'm gonna come clean. I only put him on here because I was gonna put him in Aura Maxing, but I thought about it, and I don't want to be so much of a homer that I'm blinded. I still got a job to do here. Okay, Mike Trout. I hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it. Mike Trout is unk now. He's unk. I mean, if he plays 162, I mean, he's still gonna be MVP. If you ask me. But I mean, Mike Trout is unk now. This is something we're gonna have to accept, and I'm not just doing that to balance out. I'm not just doing it to balance out the sections. I promise. Okay, Julio Rodriguez. People act like he's Aura Maxing. I'm definitely not avoiding eye contact. I guess Dominican, but I'm not feeling it. I mean, you're cool till you hit something. I don't care. I wasted so much money on your card. No, let me chill out. I didn't waste money on your cards. But it's just like, bro, we did all of this, and he did win a home run derby. That'll make you Dominican. You'll be at the bottom underbelly. Giancarlo Stanton, legitimately one of the scariest dudes, period. He goes over Machado. He goes over Cole, Snell. Matter of fact, he's going to define the avoid eye contact here. It is what it is. If Giancarlo Stanton pushed you or like shoved past you in the club, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing. Exactly. That's what I thought. JT, I'm feeling Crash Out. Something about him, he's just mad all the time. Has he ever crashed out on someone? Maybe once or twice from what I can remember. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. See, I told y'all we were going to fly through these. We're going to wrap this up with Mr. Naylor. And he will define the Crash Out tier for us. Okay. Now, let's sit back and look at our work. All right. We did good. I think we did good. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at everything. Everything looks perfect. I'm very proud of myself. Couldn't have done a better job. All right. But I mean, y'all could disagree. If you disagree, that's okay. We're just here to talk baseball and be goofy, right? So, let me know. What are you thinking? Are you thinking maybe Skeens should be Aura Maxing already? You think I got Lindor too high? I don't know. I mean, so yeah, this is Messed Radio, AJ Fang. Make sure y'all lock in. I'll put all the important stuff on the screen. I hate the whole YouTuber thing. I got to get used to that part of things. But,